Hello, it's Miss Shilcock again. I'm going to start reading you one of my favourite books this week, The Iron Man. We're going to be reading a little bit every day, and we're going to start at the beginning, and the beginning is chapter 1, and chapter 1 is called The Coming of the Iron Man, and it starts like this. The Iron Man came to the top of the cliff. How far had he walked? Nobody knows. Where had he come from? Nobody knows. How was he made? Nobody knows. Taller than a house, the Iron Man stood at the top of the cliff, on the very brink, in the darkness. The wind sang through his iron fingers. His great iron head, shaped like a dustbin, but big as a bedroom, slowly turned to the right, slowly turned to the left. His iron ears turned this way, that way. He was hearing the sea. His eyes, like headlamps, glowed white, then red, then infrared, searching the sea. Never before had the Iron Man seen the sea. He swayed in the strong wind that pressed against his back. He swayed forward on the brink of the high cliff, and his right foot, his enormous iron right foot, lifted up, out, into space, and the Iron Man stepped forward off the cliff, into nothingness. Crash! Down the cliff the Iron Man came, toppling head over heels. Crash, 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 from rock to rock, snag to snag, tumbling slowly. And as he crashed and crashed and crashed, his iron legs fell off. His iron arms broke off, and the hands broke off the arms. His great iron ears fell off, and his eyes fell out. His great iron head fell off, and all the separate pieces tumbled, scattered, crashing, bumping, clanging, down onto the rocky beach far below. A few rocks tumbled with him. Then, silence. Only the sound of the sea chewing away at the edge of the rocky beach, where the bits and pieces of the Iron Man lay scattered, far and wide, silent and unmoving. Only one of his iron hands, lying behind an old sand-logged, washed-up seaman's boot, waved its fingers for a minute like a crab on its back. Then it lay still, while the stars went on wheeling through the sky, and the wind went on tugging at the grass on the cliff-top, and the sea went on boiling and booming. Nobody knew the Iron Man had fallen. Night passed. Just before dawn, as the darkness grew blue, and the shapes of the rocks separated from each other, two seagulls flew crying over the rocks. They landed on a patch of sand. They had two chicks in a nest on the cliff. Now they were searching for food. One of the seagulls flew up. He had seen something. He glided low over the sharp rocks. He landed and picked something up, something shiny, round and hard. It was one of the Iron Man's eyes. He brought it back to his mate. They both looked at this strange thing, and the eye looked at them. It rolled from side to side to side, looking first at one gull and then at the other. The gulls, peering at it, thought it was a strange kind of clam, peeping up from its shell. Then the other gull flew up, wheeled around and landed and picked something up, something awkward, some heavy thing. The gull flew low and slowly, dragging the heavy thing. Finally the gull dropped it beside the eye. This new thing had 5 legs. It moved. The gulls thought it was a strange kind of crab. They thought they had found a strange crab and a strange clam. They did not know they had found the Iron Man's eye and the Iron Man's right hand. Okay, so that's it for today. What happened in that part of the story? Who was the main character? What happened to him at the beginning? And what do you think is going to happen next? We'll find out tomorrow. See you soon. Bye-bye.